was surprised when this was announced. It's weird that Nintendo was porting a 3DS game to the Switch of all things. I may not have fully completed the original version of the game, but I finished the main version and the post-game in Galados Isle. However, I decided to give the Switch version a go. Evidently it's a good time. I played the original after all. There's a decent twist on the common RPG formula and mechanics with the strange classes of Pop Staff and Flower, for example. There's an interesting enough story as well. The best part, as everyone would say, is the use of Miis. You and your friends can go and save the world. Your favourite characters, even memes, can be a hero or part of the story, creating hilarity. Everyone has their part to play. For example, in my game, one of my Ganondorf teammates keeps sending my active team HP bananas constantly. It's always him. I don't know why, but it's him. The turn-based combat is just as fun as before, and the AI for auto-battle is pretty decent too. I rarely have any issue when battling, and usually only get wiped out because of fiends. I'm not sure if it's just me knowing the game better or anything, but I found things a lot easier this time round. Granted, that may be because I shook up my main party, dropping the Pop Star for a mage. I didn't grind much until near the final boss, and I only did that to have everyone wearing the hero costumes against the Darker Lord. I don't count going through all possible routes once as grinding personally. It is repetitive though, so if you don't like this kind of game, don't bother or just play it in short bursts. Now, as someone who played the original, my focus is on the good and bad changes from 3DS to Switch, and some improvements I think they could make in the future with patches. When you buy a new weapon or armor set, you can select to equip the stats and keep the appearance of your outfit or weapon immediately upon buying it, instead of diving through menus each time. It's great for amiibo costume use, since they have such shit stats. This might be in the original game, but I don't remember it. I remember having to dive through menus a lot of the time to change my looks if I want to have the better stats. Obviously, scanning amiibo on the Joy-Con is a hell of a lot easier than fiddling with the amiibo scanner with the original 3DS. Look, not everyone had a new 3DS. Outings are a nice new addition, allowing you to see your Miis interact in new ways, and helps boost their relationship level without having to move in and out of inns, grinding, or relying on random events in battles. The horse is actually a great new addition, even though I wasn't convinced by it in the trailers. The horse helps a lot when your character is reset, as your bond with it leads to powerful attacks that can instantly kill enemies. The overpowered nature of the horse, however, is limited, as you can't choose to use the horse off the bat, which I like because it balances things out a lot easier, and the most powerful skill that you can use with a horse wipes out all of your MP, so you can't use it consistently. I love as well that you can customize your horse, which is why, of course, I have a demon horse. The Mii Maker in this game is great. You should see what some people have created with this game. I don't have the patience to do half of what some have done in this game, but truly, Miis have not looked better with the additional makeup and wig tools. I like that they added in additional cutscenes, like your Miis having dinners and making toasts at the inn. It helped give more character to them and show their bond. It's a little harder to manage things without the touchscreen, like using the sprinkles and going through menus. Despite having some touchscreen capability, it's not been used at all in this port for handheld mode, as far as I can tell. I also don't like it when you bring up the menu in battle, that it squishes the action into a smaller box, but that's the limitation of one screen. I wish you could have kept scanning in amiibo one after the other. Like, do you have another one to show me interaction? Instead of having to select and go into the interaction every single time. I had so many amiibo to scan, so it got really tiresome. A fun feature of the 3DS is using the internet to have random Miis appear in different roles, all in one go, to hilarious effect. Unfortunately, you can only access a select few random Miis from the Popular tab, and you can only pick one Mii at a time, instead of just having it randomised. The best way to get select Miis is from access codes, but evidently you have to look those up and can't go searching for specific characters directly in the game. This feature is implemented, however, once you get to the Traveller's Hub, but it appears to only affect Miis in that area only. It's also fiddly to port over your Miis from the 3DS in general, so I ended up just using the ones I already had on my Switch, then using those from access codes. I wish there were more amiibo outfits, either unlocked with some of the newer amiibo releases or linked to older ones without outfits. Even then, some variety from them too would be cool. Link amiibos all unlock the same outfit, so it would be cool to get the Champion's tunic from the Breath of the Wild Link amiibo instead of additional tickets. It's the same with the Inkling amiibos. The Splatoon 2 amiibo unlocked the same Splatoon outfits from the first game instead of anything new. Despite the good things I said about the Mii Maker, I do wish they had a few more wig options because short hair options are really limited. A problem with access codes is that there's no crediting system. I do not know who made some of the Miis that I have saved for my games. I know from the one person that a lot in their library wasn't theirs, so yeah, add a credit system. That way people know who made the Miis, and you don't have people potentially taking credit for creations that aren't theirs. I know in my game that I only made my main team of myself, Dragon, the edits of my Mii for the Dark Lord and Great Sage, and our OCs Magna and Quinn. But anyone who would look at my profile might think that I made the Ganondorfs, Peach, and the others, but I didn't. So, this is all I can say currently about Miitopia for the Switch. If you missed out on the 3DS version, be sure to check out this version, as it's definitely the definitive version of the game, and it looks absolutely stunning. Compared to the 3DS version, that is. Luckily, the game is on the cheaper end of the new Switch titles, being around £40 in the UK. The funny thing for the UK price, actually, is that the 3DS version, brand new or buying it off the eShop, is £35. So literally, just pay the extra £5 to get the extra content and prettier appearance. Well, thank you for watching. This is our first ever video game review, because the first one we planned, well, it's a bit difficult to get footage for it currently. Yeah. Yikes. So, again, I've probably already said it, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Leave a comment what you thought about Miitopia, either the Switch version or the 3DS. It'd be interesting to see if people feel the same way or not about it. If you want to support us, here is our sexy Patreon. Head over there, pick one of the tiers, and help us try and make this an actual living instead of, well, nothing. I really do want this to be my job, as I absolutely adore creating content, and if we're able to make enough money, I can then start putting money into trying to get recording software and stuff so we can do far more video game reviews or even Let's Plays in the future. That would be quite good. If Patreon is a bit too pricey for you to put something out towards us every single month, we have our Ko-fi. The tea wench will very much appreciate any money you put towards the fund, and it will keep Dragon from raging about the place from lack of tea and coffee. Because, yes, Dragon does drink coffee, it's just, well, we're British. Tea. Tea! Yeah, bye, lime out. That was embarrassing. Kill me.